like this is like Uber or Lyft back in '53. What's up, huh? 98 degrees.
There we go, yeah. Nicholas Shape's president. Hey.
All right. Wait. Tell me about your Willy.
It's not mine.
Show me your Willy.
I don't know.
What year is this?
So we're storing this 1953 Willys CJ3. It is still owned by the original owner family.
Seriously, it's been in the family since new.
Yep, since 1953. It belonged to the grandfather of Scott Jones' business partner, Judy, and she's had it in the family ever since. It's a tractor on wheels. It is a workhorse. This thing is super fun.
PTO on the rear.
It's got a power takeoff. Yep.
What?
Yeah. It's got the
so could you run a grass cutter with this and all kinds?
You can run farm implements. You can run plows and all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
I've actually never seen one with a PTO in person.
Well, here it is.
So where's the? Do you have the cutters with us? Should we go to a park and mow some lawns?
No.
Dang it.
No, I don't have that on hand.
I'm disappointed, Phil.
I don't have.
Does it work?
Yeah. Yeah. The levers are all in here.
Okay, so we got a bunch of like
from the shifter and
it's like a D9 cat right here. What's going on with this? What
yeah,
is all
so you
this?
got the high and low range, and then you've got the power takeoff controls.
So main is that 3-speed, 4-speed?
It's a 3-speed.
Okay.
No synchros.
No synchros.
So reverse is forward, first is back, second and third.
Really?
Yeah.
And this next one, what is this one?
So I think one's the throttle control for the power takeoff, and one is the lever to engage the power takeoff.
And is that the fuel tank?
Yep. You're sitting on the fuel tank.
Excellent.
Super safe.
I love
You
it.
got a toolbox under here. There you can just go. It's like, oh, I need to access my mouse home.
Ow!
Hope you have your tetanus shot.
Oh, that's a lot of regret. So engine-wise, what does this have for a power plant?
Yeah, so the engine, I'm not 100% on what the original engine size is. It was redone before we got it here by a local Willys restorer. The entire thing was gone through. Except apparently not the fuel pump. I had to take apart and clean out and rebuild the whole fuel circuit. I've also rebuilt the brakes on this car.
What type of carburetor is this?
It's just an old downdraft. I'm not sure who's the maker of it. Let's see if it has the name. Carter.
Carter.
It's a Carter.
And this is
Made in St. Louis. No. Where does that say? Yeah. Made in St. Louis, U.S. By Carter.
And this is a 4-cylinder.
4-cylinder, inline 4.
How many liter do you know?
The oil bath filter.
Do you have any idea how many liter this is?
You know, I never dug that far into it. I'm more into those leaky British motors.
I like those. Those are great. Little fish and chips on wheels. What? How much horsepower do you think this makes? Like 50 horsepower? 60?
Let's go with 20.
20.
25 maybe?
25.
25 horsepower.
Okay.
Probably. That's where I'd put it.
This is essentially the same basis of design from World War II. What they used.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a 53. This is just post World War II. They basically took the military Jeep and the military Willys and put it into a civilian unit, But I mean, this whole thing is designed to be stripped down with a crescent wrench and a screwdriver, pretty much.
Let's hear it fire up.
All right, yeah, give me. Let's see, do you want to feel the wind in your hair, or? Yeah, all right.
Traditional.
Man. Don't hurt your back. It's not fun. Alright, we got choke. E-brake off. Let me get her out of gear. And let's see what she does. Great parts down here, you know, make it serviceable.
Are those
Bell housing bolts?
They just cut a hole in the
They just cut a hole. Why not? Fun to drive. That's just the top hoops mounted.
I love it.
Wow, I mean all the gauges are working, aren't they? Speedometer is everything else does.
This thing is awesome.
Somebody wired in an electric heater, you know, nice.
It's like a perfect day for it, though.
Oh, today is marvelous.
So, what do you think the theoretical top speed is for a 3-speed?
I think it tops out around 40, maybe 45.
I'm glad the brakes work.
Oh, brakes were great. I rebuilt those myself. Yeah, you like can't really downshift at speed because of no synchros. You have to double clutch to get back into first.
And first is one down.
First is straight back. Alright, we'll see what she can do on the highway.
All right.
No, we're not. We're not doing that.
I got so excited. That's great.
Starting in second gear.
That was second?
All torque.
Well, I must say the bench seat in the back is very comfortable.
It is, isn't it?
I would prefer this seat. I mean, this isn't bad.
All the boys loaded in the Willys. No cow tipping.
Gosh, that sounds like a dream.
They did that back then, right?
Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, so how hard are parts to get for this?
So there's actually a handful of companies out there that still either stock old stock parts or production parts. Really? Still even like the specialty you need to like get the help shop. Yeah. Yeah. Like JC's brake.
See, they're all still parked because they're not running. This would be really fun downtown,
right?
Like really fun.
Yeah.
Are they fairly reliable?
I mean, incredibly. I mean, the last time I couldn't get it started, it was a dead battery.
Okay.
And the time before that, you know, it wasn't getting fuel through the fuel pump. So, like I said, I took a crescent wrench, took off the fuel lines, and then I took, and then I used a flathead screwdriver, opened up the fuel pump, cleaned out the diaphragm, cleaned out some sediment, put it back together, and she fired right up.
That's all it took.
That's all it took. Took me maybe 30 minutes to service. Just super easy.
Yeah, I mean, you compare this to like a newer Jeep, it's amazing. Like the average American could work on this in their home and fix it if it broke down, but
Oh, I mean, you could do an engine rebuild in a weekend if you wanted to on this.
that's really cool.
It's super easy. Everything's super simple.
That's like the whole data card on what to do and how to drive it.
Right, yeah. I love the meme that's going around on the internet that's like, you know, back in your grandparents' day, it used to teach you how to check the valves on an engine. Now it tells you not to drink the contents of a battery.
I know, so true. That's so true.
Yeah, no, this thing is an absolute hoot.
So, I mean, this in comparison to your Rover, you just picked up a, what, 63?
66.
66 Rover.
66 Land Rover Series 2A.
Okay. Uh-oh, something's on fire over there.
Oh, that doesn't look good at all.
We should probably go up there and check it out.
You want it?
Yeah. So, back to the Rover. You just picked up a 66 Rover.
Yeah.
And we'll do a video on that too.
Yeah,
But how different are these between these two?
So it's funny because, you know, with the history of Land Rover, I don't know if you know how Land Rover started. So the Rover company, just after the war, the Rover company was selling just a bunch of sedans and luxury cars, and that really doesn't look good.
That doesn't look good.
The head of the Rover company bought his own personal Willys and brought it over to the UK, stripped it down, gave it to his engineers, and said, "We want to make something like this."
You're kidding.
So they pretty much copied the Willys. In the first prototype was like a knockoff copy of the Willys.
I'll be dang.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you know, it's funny though because this thing is a farm tractor. This thing was a military vehicle turned farm tractor, and they tried to make something also still tractory, but you know, with a little bit more road manners, a little bit more thinking. And man, it doesn't look good at all. I'd say they succeeded. You know, the Rover's super fun. It's a lot more dailyable. It has a removable hardtop.
Do you feel like it's way more dailyable than this?
I mean, dailying this thing would be an absolute blast. I would just say some of the technology behind the Rover, you know, it's 13 years later. They've definitely refined some things. The electrical systems are a bit better, but it's still incredibly simple.
Your Rover is.
The Rover,
So, yeah.
absolutely.
It's just crazy that the guy took a Willys, stripped it down, and used it as like a blueprint for.
Right. It's a pretty funny story when you think about it.
I mean, because like these were used in the war, and I mean they were tried and proven. I mean, they were driven through some of the worst stuff.
Oh yeah, the original prototype Land Rover, the original Series 1, I'm pretty sure it used the driveline from a Willys.
Wow.
I'm fairly, I don't, in my reading, that's what I've read. Yeah. And you know, I mean, we'll take the Willys out eventually.
We are in a Willys.
Or we'll take the Rover out eventually. I don't know, man.
This thing's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's an absolute hoot. You never quite get used to going into first.
Down? Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. You know, I mean, there's some cars out there where they're like, they call them dogleg transmissions. And they'll do that, but you know, even still, I never get used to it. Like all the time, I'll find myself going into reverse and being like, woo, you know, and you're like, oh nope, that's not where you go.
And we're in traffic.